What is going on, YouTube? I'm back with another reaction video. Today I'm going to be reacting to the entire Waking the Fallen album by Avenged Sevenfold. Been really excited to do this one now that I have reacted to every single song that I haven't heard of this album. So now I can listen to the entire album all at once to get that full effect and that full experience. And as usual, I'm going to be doing them in the order they are in Spotify. Real quick, if you do enjoy my reactions and you want to support me a little bit more, I do have a Patreon in the description where I will be doing special requests from subscribers of my Patreon over there, exclusively on my Patreon, as well as other music that I would love to react to that isn't Avenged Sevenfold, because if you are unaware, if you're new here, I do specifically Avenged Sevenfold reactions for now until I have reacted to all the Avenged Sevenfold music that I have not heard. So I'm focused on Avenged Sevenfold on my channel right now, but I am also very interested in doing reactions to other songs and other artists as well. So I'm going to be doing that exclusively on my Patreon until I have Avenged Sevenfold completely taken care of on my channel. So if you want to see that, go check out my Patreon. I'd very much appreciate it. Now, without further ado, I'm going to get into Waking the Fallen, which is I'm guessing the opening of this album. I haven't heard this, by the way, because I didn't want to make a designated video for a 1:43 song. So this is Waking the Fallen. Here we go. And I will be having the lyrics pulled up on the screen just in case that I have missed anything on the second listen of these songs, or who knows, 100th listen of some of these songs probably, but. Ooh, sounds like we're in a temple. I like that already. Yeah, it sounds like we're in some Egyptian tunnel. Wow. Ooh, this is not what I was expecting. Oh. Yeah. Is this going to transition perfectly into the next song? Find it. You know what? I almost guarantee Unholy Confessions is next. I almost guarantee you that it transitions perfectly and on beat to Unholy Confessions. I need to listen to this on Spotify. Yeah. Yes. That is amazing. That is, I gotta hear it again. Yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, so here we go. Unholy Confessions. That's in the left ear. Most iconic but drum fill and guitar riff.
She said as she walked away, tried not to lose you. Too bad we're not good change. As it is the pain, but the deception run past here. I'll be here waiting, tested and secure.
Yeah. Most iconic song by them, I'm sure.
The one who
gorgeous.
When time's up with blood turns its back, I know it's hard to fall. Fighting at me was your heart. I know it's hurting you, but it's killing me.
I'm gonna have trouble not just air drumming this whole song. This song's amazing. I love that. I love how they take the drums away for a bit. Oh, I love it. I love this song specifically from this album because a lot of this album is very screamy. This is their like most screamy album besides I think their first album. I really like that they have a mixture of the singing like this. This is where they start, like the very start of like just getting into less screaming, you know, like it wasn't just all screams, which I enjoy. So I love this album because it's a good balance. I love that part. And then the kick. Oh, I love it. I like that a lot. What is next? Chapter 4. Here we go. I haven't listened to Chapter 4 in a long time. So crazy. So crazy. I love that. I love that tone of that ride, that bell. I like it a lot. This is the one about Cain and Abel, right? This guitar riff fits perfectly for this song. I think Avenged Sevenfold is so interesting to me because I am not a religious person. I never have been. I wasn't raised, like my family never like went to church or anything. Like we just didn't practice religion. So I don't know anything about any religious. I talk about this all the time on my channel, but I'm just uneducated when it comes to religion. So I think it's interesting that like certain music. So for example, I've been listening to a lot of Sleep Token lately. It forces me to learn a little bit about religious references and stuff like that. So like I wouldn't even know who Cain and Abel were if I didn't listen to Avenged Sevenfold or this song specifically. I guess Avenged Sevenfold, the name of the band is a reference also to Cain and Abel, right? Because like something along the lines of, you know, avenging somebody sevenfold of what they did to whoever. I don't know, but I know it's something like that. I don't know if it's Cain and Abel related. I can never remember because just religion it doesn't stick with me. It doesn't interest me as much for some reason. I just love their storytelling through music. It's really interesting to me. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Out of the sight of the one. That's interesting. Oh. Yeah. It's one of my favorite parts, I think. Love that riff, the guitar in the background. out of the sight of the one. That one always, I remember the first time I reacted to that, I was like, out of the sight of the one. That's like God, right? That's, you know, a punishment sent from his hand. Now you go out of sight of the one. You're avenging somebody, but you need to go out of the sight of God to do it, right? Maybe? I don't know. This is what I'm saying. I just don't understand religion. It just doesn't click with me. So what do we have next? We have Remenissions. This is a really good song. I like this song. Let me know what your favorite song in this album is. I'm curious. I always like hearing what people, I think it's interesting how people differ. It's like some people really like Unholy Confessions, but then some people will be like, oh, Desecrate through Reverance is the best one. And it's like they're all in the album, so they sound similar to an extent. I don't want to say they sound the same, but they have a lot of similarities, of course. But I just find it interesting how so many people can have so many different opinions. It's weird. Okay, here we go. Remenissions. This song's interesting. My brother actually, like, over and over, before he knew I had a reaction channel, he kept trying to play this song before I had heard it, and I wanted to react to it. So he kept trying to show me this song, and I was like, no, I'm not listening to it yet. And he didn't know why. And I just kept telling him, I was like, oh, I made up excuses every time. So anyways, this is Remenissions. I love the guitar. So violent, so aggressive, his voice. So cool. Such resonant drums too. Listen to that right there, where he kind of like dong dong. Like, listen to how echoey and reverby the drum sounds. That sounds really cool. The acoustic guitar in the background. Interesting cymbal work. Fill, that drum fill is so crazy. I love this part. The guitar. I love how mean it sounds. I love this. One of my favorite guitar solos in this album, if not the. So fast. That's so cool. And then the drums also follow the guitar. It's cool. Interesting chord change right here. Yeah. I love it. I love that. That's gotta be. That is such a cool like close to that. I love the way that they just kind of like. That's really cool. I love it. I love it a lot. This whole I just realized. Well, I didn't just realize, but it's just hitting me again. Like most of this album is religious in some way, like about religion. So interesting. Next is Desecrate through Reverance. I reacted to this fairly recently, and I don't think I've listened to it since. No, I think I have once, actually. But I don't... I'll remember it as soon as I start it, obviously. So here we go. Desecrate through Reverence. Yeah. I like that. Yeah. Such an interesting execution. So terrifying. Dude, that voice when it's through that like radio or whatever that filter is, feels like it's in my head. It literally feels like it's in my head. That's so weird. It messes with your head a little bit. Oh, it's so weird. It literally feels like it's right here. That's so weird. I like that right there. The learn from years gone by, no one will care what happens to me. Now that I'm saying this out loud, I don't remember if I said this in my original reaction to this song, but I mentioned it in my last video, which was reacting to Lost on their self-titled album. Learn from years gone by, no one will care what happens to me. This makes me think of, you don't even have to learn from years gone by. It's just look at life, look at the big picture, and realize that we are all going to die. No one will care what happens to me. Like in however many years, I think it's like in 3 generations, nobody's going to remember you. Think of it this way. And maybe you're an exception, which is whatever. Do you remember your great grandpa, which is the 3rd generation from you? You are 3 generations after your great grandpa. Do you remember your great grandpa? Or what he did or how he was? Chances are you didn't. Not a lot of people do. But that's what I'm saying. Like there are stories of them, I'm sure, but you don't, like, most people don't remember what happened 3 generations ago in their own family, let alone in the grand scheme of things. Like, we let people's opinions of us dictate what we do and how we live our life, when in reality, nobody will remember us in 100 years. So why are we letting what people think of us dictate what we do now? Like, that's what I relate that to. Anyways. Sounds like a demon. The pinch harmonics are so cool. God, so cool. Interesting. This just shows how the drums carry the entire song. However fast the drums are playing, that's how fast the song is going to be played. Let me see if I can hear it again and try to point it out the best I can. So in that little pause between chords, I guess, hold up, let me hear it again. Right here. Right there. Far away. It kind of like draws that out in between the next lyrics. And you hear the rev on the drums going on the hi-hat. It goes and then it speeds up as like, that's interesting. He's like slowly hitting it, but then he like starts going faster and then the whole song speeds up. That's interesting. So like right here, listen. And now it all speeds up. That's cool how it kind of like built up and went back into it. I like the way he hits those. Yeah, I like that a lot. That's really cool. But the way it cuts off like that makes me think that it slams into eternal rest. So let me listen to this on Spotify again. Yeah. Wow, they just don't stop. They just don't slow down. That's insane. All right, here we go. So now we're on to Eternal Rest. I also haven't listened to this one in a while, so here we go. This is going to be a refresher for sure. Here we go, Eternal Rest. Absolute chaos. Insane. I love that. I also love this drum fill. Yeah. I love that. This is so catchy. Whispers. Interesting. So creepy. I love the dissonance in the background. Those chords that build up in the back. Like an orchestra. Really good song. Really good song. Next, we have Second Heartbeat. This one is insane. It's interesting. I don't really have a lot to say about these. I know I've reacted to most of these, even the ones I've heard. It's interesting. With this album specifically, I just find myself more attracted to the song itself than like the meaning behind the song, which is not usual for me. Maybe that speaks to how good this album is. Very cool. But anyways, this is Second Heartbeat. I think this was one of the first reactions I did. I know I started listening to the Live in the LBC songs pretty early into me doing reactions on this channel. So Second Heartbeat was up there with one of the first ones. I think Chapter 4 was the second one ever or something like that. But anyways, so here we go. One of my favorite songs in this album. Goes all over the place. What does it mean? Two in my heart. Two in my heart have left me a while. That's okay. Ooh, this might be interesting wordplay. Two in my heart have left me a while, meaning whatever two means, two in my heart has left me in this place, has left me here for a while, for like a long time, and I stand alone. But also, two in my heart have left me while I stand alone. Interesting. I don't know what that means, but I wonder if that's intentional or if they did that on purpose. Two in my heart. Two people in my heart? What? I'm confused. Second Heartbeat. Wait a minute. Second Heartbeat. Does this have to do with Jimmy's heart condition. Did Jimmy write this song? Two in my heart have left me a while. I stand alone. When they get back, it won't be the same. I'm going to listen to the song now with the idea that it is about Jimmy's heart problems. Isn't that like, that's how he died? He died at a young age because he had an enlarged heart. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was something like that. Double bass, oh my god. Once lived as friends. What the hell? What is this about? Oh, symbols. Oh, that distortion. I like that. So cool. Drums are insane. Ugh. So interesting. just going insane on the drums. Yeah. Oh my. That I retract my statement of what song was it? Remenissions. Yeah, that is one of my favorite solos of this album for sure. That is a great solo, and it is unbelievably chaotic. That's an absolutely amazing song. You have to let me know what that song was about, because I'm curious to see what like second heartbeat means. Maybe somebody told me in a comment in my original reaction to the song. I don't remember, but it would make sense if it was about Jimmy's heart, but also some of the lyrics just don't really make sense for that, or at least maybe I just don't get them in that sense, but I'm not sure. You got to let me know. So now we are on to my absolute favorite song of this album. I just reacted to it, I think like last week or the week before or something like that. But this song is amazing. As soon as I reacted to this and heard it and noticed that it was in drop C, Avenged Sevenfold has like 2, maybe 3 songs in drop C that I'm aware of. I immediately tried to learn this song. Not the whole thing, but just like the cool parts, like the really cool riff at the main riff, and this beginning part right here, which is so cool. Just how evil and just kind of eerie it sounds. I love it. But anyways, this is Radiant Eclipse. That distortion that just rings out in your ears. I don't know why. That just... Ooh. Oh. I love that. Oh. Wow. This song gives me chills. Literally. Look at that. Oh.
This God has stopped time in its tracks. Has altered the course of my fate. Destiny is shattered and timeless. Most I feel the cold wind and rain.
Yeah.
I'll watch you calling for me. You can't bring back time. Close your eyes and look away. It expose won't let me stay. Hope will fall tonight with broken wings, sending entity in me.
I love how just like, how evil this chugging.
We've been taken from me. The more I listen, the more I have to say.
Wow.
You're got to be. People now know what the minds are to say. Intuition and the wanting to believe. Something was wrong with the ones that I had to stay. Moving nothing to be so bliss. Without one good one. I was my brother's kids.
I just can't get over the guitar. I can't. I find it so difficult to pay attention to anything except for that badass guitar. It is so mean and just so. It sounds so violent and angry, and I love it.
I'll watch you calling for me. You can't bring back time. Close your eyes and look away. It exposed won't let me stay. Hope will fall tonight with broken wings, descending entity in me.
And then you just get to sit here and I don't know what it is about like certain notes, just letting them ring out and just listening to it and just feeling that vibration and the distortion from it. I don't know what it is. That feeling just gives me chills every single time. Okay, here we go. I Won't See You Tonight, Part 1. So this song I actually really like, and I listen to it pretty often when I'm trying to like relax. Like sometimes I'll take a dark shower, turn all the lights off, and just like blare this, and I love it. I love the mood that it sets. So here we go. I Won't See You Tonight, Part 1. Piano. Ugh. And you know what? I'm guessing that Radiant Eclipse, the way it kind of fades out, I bet it picks back up with this too. Which is a really interesting transition. Somehow this relaxes me. love it.
No more nights, no more pain. I've gone alone, took all my strength.
I love that execution.
Made the change. I won't see you tonight. Sorrow sank deep inside my blood. All the ones around me I cared for in love, building up inside of me.
Listen to that guitar in the background.
So cold, I had to set me free. Don't mourn for me.
And then the strings.
Not the one to place the blame. As bottles call my name, I won't see you tonight. Sorrow sank deep inside my blood. All the ones around me I cared for, and most of all I loved. But I can't see myself that way. Please don't forget me, or crying while I'm away. Cry alone, I've gone away. No more nights, no more pain. I've gone alone, took all my strength, but I made the change. I won't see you tonight.
Wow. That's interesting. So they say "so far away," and correct me if I'm wrong, but as far as I remember, if I remember correctly, this song, the part 1 and 2, was about their bass player at the time that attempted suicide, and they like stopped him or found him before he could, or something like that. And the part 1 of this song, this one, was reflecting on the side of them that was like sad by the fact that he wanted to, and then the next one, it gets like violent and like angry, and it explains how they were angry about the fact that he wanted to do that. And it's an interesting concept, and it's an interesting way of expressing that roller coaster of emotions I'm sure something like that would take you on. But what I was saying about "So Far Away," when the Rev died, they made the song "So Far Away" in the Nightmare album. So I think it's interesting they stuck with that kind of wording even throughout the years. That's interesting. I love this guitar right here. I love piano. So soothing, but also like suspenseful. Chord changes like that make it so suspenseful. Relaxing, soothing, comforting. And then it starts building, makes it more suspenseful, more of a build-up, kind of drawing your attention in like, oh, wait, what's going to happen? Beautiful. I love this. And I know this one kind of gets like staticky and then it transitions into the next song. Really sad. Yeah. A little bit overwhelming. Yeah, so it goes from that, goes from this. No, it's seamless. Absolutely seamless. Yeah, insane how creative they are about that. So at the beginning of this one, there's like a split second of that static from the last one, and then it just goes right into chaos, that anger that I was talking about that they try to portray from one of their friends' attempted suicides. So such a fucked up situation to have to make a song about. I guess they don't have to, but it's just like that's where they get their inspiration a lot of times is certain things like this. Unfortunately, they have to go through a lot of this stuff, but wow, here we go. Yeah, wow. Yeah, kind of like shaming that person for doing it. That's a clever way of making that chord progression. It starts high, but then it like drops low and it hits those minor notes that kind of like don't sit with you right. It's just like it's a perfect representation of what the topic is. The notes are going down each time, and it's. Yeah. Really cool riff. I remember that solo now. That just absolutely terrifying solo. It just kind of goes all over the place. I need to fix this lighting. There we go. That's better. Okay. That right there. It's just like... I want to know how they came up with that solo. It literally sounds like you had 3 people on the same guitar just going like this, and whatever happened, you just put that in the song. It just goes to show for like the absolute chaos and just insane amount of emotions that something like this would bring, and just uncontrolled insanity. Really impressive. Yeah, exactly what I was talking about. Yeah, exactly. I relate that to just when you think it's over, just when you think the song's over, it just like throws a last little bit at you that, or just when you think it's calm enough to relax, it's just like, whoa, what is happening? And yeah, it's an amazing way of portraying such emotion from such an unfortunate topic. Oh, we are almost done. We got 2 more songs left. Next up is Clairvoyant Disease, another song I have not listened to in a long time. Honestly, maybe since I reacted to it. I'm not sure. I'll have to listen to really know. So here we go. bass.
Dust begins to fall to the ground. The air is cold and thin.
I love the guitar, and the bass is.
As I look around, this will never end. When I bleed forever, don't acknowledge right, just dwell on wrong.
I remember this now.
This spotted nails where I belong. I've come so far, it's been so long.
I like that.
Don't know why it started or where it came from. Outside
I like this part a lot.
confidence.
Listen to all the layers, like such musical genius. Like there's so many guitar layers that you can just overlook so easily if you're not paying attention. You have the clean electric guitar right underneath his voice, but you also have that like very far back and very distant guitar that's really cosmic sounding and really, I don't know what the right word is, but
But slowly it's away.
this is like way off in the distance.
Like a man plagued with disease.
And then the bass.
Through my pores it seems to see. When I bleed forever, don't acknowledge right, just dwell on wrong. This spot in hell's where I belong. I've come so far, it's been so long.
I love that.
Don't know why it started or where it came from. When you sit there with do nothing, you're content with doing nothing.
Oh, wow. Interesting tone of the guitar.
There's nowhere to run and hide when you live in the dark. Stuck alone inside your head. Better off dead. The phone would ring in the empty hours.
Ooh.
No one's around. Don't acknowledge right, just dwell on wrong.
Yeah, I think I remember talking about this in my original reaction to this song. I think this is about just the thought of what suicide like what effects suicide has on other people, and just kind of a deeper look into the mindset of somebody who may be suicidal. Don't acknowledge right, just dwell on wrong. And then so that's something that they do, and it's that vicious cycle that somebody might get into where they can't see the bright side of things and they just dwell on what's wrong, and it just takes their mental status deeper and just farther down, and it's not healthy at all. And then they start telling themselves that they belong in that, in that position. Like, this spot in hell's where I belong. Or you could take it to a level where somebody is saying that a person that is suicidal deserves it because they don't acknowledge right. They just dwell on wrong. And maybe that's a perspective for sure, I guess. But I guess that's one way of looking at it. This spot in hell's where I belong. If somebody is not empathetic and doesn't try to put themselves in somebody's shoes who is having mental issues, they would be like, oh, well, it's selfish of you to think that way, so I think you deserve it. Like, it's selfish for you to have these thoughts or try to take your own life or whatever, because look at the effects that it has on the other people around you. And it's a hot take, but I mean, there's some truth to that to an extent, because to think that you are the only one that your suicide would affect is pretty wrong, I'll say, because you may not realize it and you may not feel like it, but there are people around you who care and that would be devastated by you doing that. So that's what I think this song is about, at least a little bit, and it's titled Clairvoyant Disease. So I wonder if they're calling this, I guess if you want to say depression or whatever, when people get suicidal thoughts or whatever, they call that a disease. But clairvoyant, I remember Googling this when I originally reacted to this song. Clairvoyant, I don't remember what it means. Now I want to look it up. Clairvoyant, a person who claims to have a supernatural ability to perceive events in the future or beyond normal sensory contact. That's where it gets confusing, because then you could totally switch what you think the meaning of the song is. Maybe it's not about whatever I just said in general. Maybe that is sort of in the direction of, I think it's called existentialism, where you basically question everything, and you say, oh, well, all of this is for nothing, like, we're all gonna die, so why not just like get it over with? You know what I mean? Like, what's the point of any of this? None of it matters. So, and that is a very brutal way of thinking, but that's just like saying, oh, well, if you go to the movie theater, you walk into a movie and you watch it halfway through and you're like, I'm enjoying this movie, but it's gonna end, so I'm just gonna walk out and not finish it. Like, it doesn't make sense. But the way that it compares to life is you could rewatch that movie anytime, but with life, you can't go back. You can't go back in time. You can't change what you've done, and we don't get any do-overs. Like, we get one shot, so you might as well take advantage of it while you can. I feel like this right here is something that people with this clairvoyant disease, so to speak, don't do. So maybe that's what this is about. I like this. Very nice. Wow. Okay. We are on to the last song of this album. To end this album off, we have And All Things Will End, which is interesting. So this song I know I haven't listened to since I reacted to it. So here we go. I'm excited to wrap this up and see how it ends off now, knowing how it has gone in order like that. So here we go. very similar to the last song. Pretty relaxing. Oh, backup vocals. Oh, those aren't vocals. That was like wind instruments. Wow. I don't remember a lot of this song. Yeah. Oh. True. Yeah. Ooh. Is he just gonna do this until... Gonna do this for 2 more minutes? Where's this gonna go? I don't remember this. Crazy. All spiraling out of control. Wow. Yeah, I remember this now. It's all spiraling, going crazy towards the end as it's ending. Very interesting representation. Still have 40 seconds left. It all just slowly comes to a halt. That is a great ending to this album. That is so creepy. So experimental too. Very nice. Really, really cool. So that is going to do it for the entire Waking the Fallen album. Very, very cool. I always say that listening to albums in like at their full length, like all in a row like that, is just, I can't explain it other than to say it's just an experience. So I hope you were able to enjoy that as well. Let me know what your favorite song of this album is. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think the meaning, or what do you get from these songs? Because I feel like these can be interpreted, subjectively, but based on person to person. But yeah, I'll link to all the original videos in the description, as well as the link I mentioned to my Patreon. If you want to support me over there, I would greatly appreciate it. I'm going to be doing special requests as well as exclusive reactions over there. So if you want to see those, go subscribe to my Patreon. I would very much appreciate it. Link to my Spotify playlist in the description. Link to my other channels in the description. Just go check the links out in the description. And once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.